But I was just going to say, oh yeah, so I'm going to make deviled eggs. Do you know deviled eggs? When you cut them in half and then mix mix mayonnaise into them. Look, so yellow because they're free range. We didn't really rehearse anything about the food, like to say anything about the food actually. So maybe we'll just rehearse in future, should we? Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Yeah. And maybe my dad doesn't know or care about celebrities because we don't really have any celebrities in Cove, you know. For a while the Kelly family used to live here. The creepy little German children with a pop career. But apart from that, we do have one lady that's like, she's like internationally known or like nationally, or like she's definitely locally known celebrity. She's the White Witch of Cove. And she's a good witch. She's like a psychic witch. Well, I don't know if she's psychic. She's mainly psychic in hindsight, actually. And she tells you some really interesting things about your family. Like, remember Mommy went to see the witch, our mother went to see the witch. And she did this trick on my mum's hand where you hold a ring on a chain over a lady's hand, you know, and you can tell her how many children she's had. They don't really know the purpose of it, like just in case she's forgotten or something. You know? Like, oh no, that little brown-haired one. We had her with us on Saturday, all right? Shit, you better ring the shop. And I was in the shop, in the carpet shop in Middleton. Like, 7 hours. But yeah, so she did this trick on my mum's hand, and my mother has had 7 children, you know. Isn't she great? And she's had 7 children, but the witch said to her, she said, I can tell by my magical ring trick. Sorry. She doesn't talk like that. She talks like she puts on like convincing enough human voice. And she said to my mother, she said, I can tell that you've had 2 girls, 1 boy, and then 5 girls, which is wrong, it's 8. And my mother said, she said, no, you're wrong there, Helen. She said, because they were in school together. They're friends, actually. Cove is very small. But she said, no, you're wrong there. She said, I've only had 1 girl, 1 boy, and then 5 girls. And the witch said to my mother that the only explanation for the mix-up was that my mother's initial pregnancy, it must have started off with twins, but then the stronger embryo ingested the other embryo. It was like, whoa. Isn't that disgusting?
Yeah, gross.
It's really gross. But the thing you have to remember is, if you're from a big family, you will know this already, that you always have to like store up information about your siblings, you know, things that they've done wrong in the past, so that you can use it against them in future arguments. For example, our brother, when our brother Oliver, when he was 10 years old, he shook hands with Robert Mugabe. Can you believe that? Shook hands with Robert Mugabe. Like I would never do that. No way, Jose. But that was 18.5 years ago. But still, ever since then, he's never been allowed to choose what we watch on television, ever.
I know, we can't watch this again.
We can't,
Can you turn it?
We can,
No,
we are.
No, we're watching it.
Ah, jeez, come on, like, come on. There's something really good on the other channel?
Just watch this now.
What's on the other channel?
There's a cave rescue
No,
program.
forget it. He loves like things like that because he's a geologist. Geoliver, we call him. Name work combo. It's classic.
Do you want to go and watch Fair City with Paul Pat, is it?
I don't want to watch Two Fat Ladies. I want to go and watch the National Geographic Channel with my despot buddies. I want to get the DVD with the man who ruined Africa's breadbasket. Text him, why don't you? So I got to use that fact about my sister. I got to use that against her 2 Christmases ago when I borrowed her shoes, right? This is my older sister, and her feet are half a size bigger than mine. But I've got a slightly fuller upper lip, but I don't think that kind of thing matters. I don't even know why I would bring it up. Doesn't matter what you look like. But I borrowed her shoes, and you know, if you wear shoes that are too small for you, you kind of like stretch them out or you ruin them, depending on your point of view, really. But she went strongly for the latter, you know, and she went mad. Oh my God, she was so cross. She was like, I can't believe you. That's the way she talks then. I can't believe you ruined my shoes. And I was like, I can't believe you ate her older sister. You know? I started crying, being like, Marjorie would have lent me her shoes, and because I call a dead embryo Marjorie. It's like, Marjorie would have lent me her shoes and she wouldn't have cared what happened to them. She would have been so nice. Because with twins, there's always one good one and one bad one, isn't there?
Yeah, always.
A good one and a bad one. And you know that because sometimes if you meet twins on the street, one of them will have like a desperate kind of a look in their eyes, and they might be like saying something under their breath, like, please help me, get him away from me. But I always say it's family, don't interfere. Two of our younger sisters are coming today as well. We all have the same basic head, so I guess that's how you know we're related. And we also all have the same way of expressing ourselves, like any family. And we've got to do a typical Cove thing, which is saying what happened in a long, windy sentence and then summing it up with one unnecessary word at the end.
I was actually texting Sarah twice yesterday and I got no reply, so then I gave her a ring later on and she said she had no credit and no reception, but it turns out she was texting Rachel the whole time, so basically she was telling me a lie. Raging.
It's a pure Cork thing, just like saying pure. What? Oh yeah, I will tell you about the craft thing that we are doing, and this spoon lends me more authority. The craft that we're doing today is we're going to make picture frames for all these different photos of Rippie that are up along there. Like, this is her. That's picture Rippie. So we're going to make, oh look, there's another picture stuck to the back of it. Oh yeah, can you see that? Lily, look.
That's Rippie and Poppy and...
Yeah, that was somehow stuck to the back. That's Rippie there. And then that's Rippie there as well. And that's our other dog, Henry, and Poppy. And I know that this is engrossing because I love to look at pictures of other people's pets. So...
You're welcome.
You're welcome. And that's Henry. That's a dog that I don't like. In fact, I was going to learn to drive just so that I can knock him down. Which is weird because I usually really like dogs, but he's not really like a dog. He's like a pervy creep, isn't he?
He's just a bit slow, like.
Still, that's no excuse for his behaviour. And like his head it's just too heavy for him. I know that's not his fault. And then that's Poppy. She's kind of slutty, but she's cool though. Now I'm going to put some jam on some Swiss roll. Okay. Cool. So I'm going to put some jam. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to put jam on Swiss roll.
Do you know why? Because we're making little black forest gateau desserts. Like a little bit of Swiss roll and then cherries.
Yeah.
And Swiss roll and then cream.
Yeah, gorgeous.
Yeah. Because Rippie loved black forest gateau.
She did. She really did. Like Henry would eat anything, that bulldog. But Rippie was quite choosy, you know. A real lady. That's what my gran said. Sometimes people say that I'm anthropomorphic, you know. They accuse me of humanising animals. The last person said that to me, I turned around and I said to her, how could you? I raised you since you were a kitten. I said, if you don't like the bonnet I bought for you, then you don't have to wear it. And she didn't speak to me for days then. Edie, that is our kitten. I got a new kitten. I mean, she's grown up now. She's like 1.5 years old now. But I got her and I guess she was like a spare, you know. It's a terrible thing to say now. But she was like a spare. Because we started off with 2 cats, 2 beautiful kittens, Tony and Michael. And then when they were 1, they were twins. And when they were 1, Tony got knocked down by a woman who thought he was a bag. That's what she said. Oh, I thought he was a bag. Oh. Sorry, bitch. Dozy cow. Fucking hell. But no, I didn't. I said, oh, it's grand, yeah. No, he does look like a bag. I did dress him as a bag. Absolutely no problem. He was my best friend, but there you go. Oh my God. But yeah, he died. And then his other brother, Michael, like after he died, Michael stopped showing emotion on his face completely. Like I could never tell what he was thinking. It's like he just shut down totally, you know. But a terrible thing is that now Michael has gone missing, you know. Since last Halloween, Michael's been missing. And because in some parts of the country, Dublin City, cats go missing at Halloween time, and you hear terrible rumours about things that happen to them. I don't know what happened to him, that's the thing, you know, because we just haven't seen him. So I don't know, like, if he's alive or dead. So I guess I'm kind of like one of those war widows, you know? Like, I never got a body! You know, that kind of way. If I just had it, but then I could get on with my life. But I just never, I don't know what happened to him. So now I'm just like a pathetic creature, just always scanning crowds, looking for his little blank face. And now that he's gone, I've turned all my attention to little Edie, the kitten, who's now like 1.5, and I realise like I don't know anything about her because I was never really that into finding anything out, like, because she was just there. So now I'm trying to make an effort. Oh my God, we were driving home from Wexford the other night and we stopped outside this barn. Well, it wasn't, it was like 6 in the evening and it was still really bright, and there was all like a squeaking noise coming from the barn, and guess what it was? Not baby hens, not baby geese, bloody rhubarb. Yeah, the rhubarb, it was forest rhubarb growing so fast you can actually hear it grow. It's like, I can't do a good impression of it now, but it was absolutely incredible. Like, I never knew you could hear something growing. Edie, I was telling you something, like. She's so pretentious. She is so pretentious, like. We're running out of jam here now for the cake. It's going to be lovely though, Lily.
Yeah.
And I think we are pretty much done. We're just going to have to assemble the rest of the Black Forest Gateau desserts, and they're brilliant. Those are, what is it, like mournful snack food?
Yeah, little sad salmon faces with capers and olives.
They stink. And so now, yeah, we're just gonna have the family around, I guess.
We went as far as the Strand and we had a lovely walk, and that afternoon she was gone, you know. Devastated.
She's gone. Just like that.
I told you I love you, but they're just useless words.